If you're an entrepreneur starting a business, chances are you could use guidance when it comes to designing an eye-catching logo. I made my fair share of mistakes along the way, like trying to create one myself or using an online generator that produced less than stellar results. In this video, I want to provide tips to avoid common pitfalls and share the exact step-by-step strategy I now use to create polished, professional branding. So whether you're launching a real estate company, tech startup, doctor's office, no matter the industry, there's actionable advice that can elevate your logo. Here's what we'll cover in the video. Why having a quality logo matters to the success of your venture. What not to do if you want to avoid sad, boring visuals. The precise formula to develop an on-brand logo you'll be proud to feature everywhere. Plus, the biggest mistakes I made early on before getting my logo game on lock. Let's start with why this even deserves your focus in the first place. At the surface level, your logo will appear all over. So from business cards to digital ads, signage outside your office, it seeps into everything you put out in the world. This is why it really has to look polished and professional right off the bat. An amateur logo screams newbie business that hasn't gotten their act together. It just breeds distrust before someone even considers engaging with your actual product or service. For example, try picturing a cheap logo on the card of an attorney you're considering hiring versus one with a sleek symbol. It's the same person and skill set, but our brain can't help but assign more credibility when something looks modern and well designed. Plus, your logo endures year after year, representing your company as you grow and evolve. A logo you cringe at out of the gates will start to feel like an anchor weighing you down over time rather than appreciating as an asset. When done the right way though, a killer logo transcends into a trusted beacon for your customers. Just glimpse profiles like Nike, Apple, Starbucks. Their iconic logos instantly trigger positive and feelings for their brand. This level of resonance may feel lofty right now, but by investing early into thoughtful branding, you clear space for that connection to blossom as you build your empire. First things first though, what pitfalls should you swerve around to avoid at all costs? So here are common ways logos go horribly wrong. Number one trap, deciding you're going to design it yourself. First of all, as you're working on building your business, aren't you already wearing too many hats as it is? Unless you're a seasoned graphic artist, back away from Photoshop, my friends. When I embarked on creating my first logo, I was determined to DIY. And man, were the results mediocre at best. Between limited technical skill and wondering, is this actually good? I found myself going in pointless circles. We tend to be too close to clearly judge anyway. Combine that with the fact that we're our own worst critics, and the DIY route will almost certainly lead down a path of wasted resources and ultimately a failed branding exercise. Another route that seems efficient but will leave you with generic branding is using a template website. You've likely seen these before. Punch in your company name and industry, hit a button and boom, instant logo options. I know, very alluring when you just want something reasonably okay right this second. You have to resist the temptation. Cookie cutter logos from AI databases cannot capture your company's true essence and vision and all its special qualities. The end result will lack visual distinction and deeper symbolic meaning. The last trap is taking initial concepts from your designer and only providing surface level feedback to make blue a lighter shade or try a funky font, and then being bummed when something still feels off. Accepting a logo that doesn't really hit the mark is dangerous because minor tweaks rarely get you there. Now that we covered pitfalls, let's get into the formula I've dialed in and used for multiple brands that generate next level logos every time. First, reflect on the soul of what your business stands for. What words or phrases feel aligned? What tones and textures seem fitting? Also, note competitors and styles you admire. These words won't literally appear in the logo, but they will provide clear guidance for deeper meaning. For instance, let's say we're talking about an accounting firm. I think some good descriptors might include trust, warm, approachable, and orderly. Or for a fashion line, maybe glam, edgy, bold. Does that make sense? Next, loosely decide what format you want the logo to take. Spell out the full name maybe, initials, icon representing your industry or a play on your name. Sketch out some geometric or illustrative concepts. Having an open imagination here prevents limiting possibilities. When you have some ideas cooking, it's time to hire a pro. So sites like Fiverr, they allow you to select portfolio styles aligned to your vision and provide context for concepts you want to experiment with. I recommend sharing your brainstorm and having them mock up ideas you didn't consider, giving full license to let their talent shine. You'll most likely land on an iteration using their outside eye over what you would have picked initially. Throughout the design process, feedback is critical, but avoid directions like make font bigger or try blue instead. First, approve overall concept and style, like yeah, I love the abstract flower logo. Then dive deeper into the specifics of color, size, etc. Nail down structural elements before suggesting cosmetic tweaks. Most importantly, be willing to scrap early drafts completely if they feel almost. Just remind yourself this visual identity will carry your brand for many years to come. It must feel instantly magnetic and meaningful, with room to evolve as the company grows. Sometimes this means paying for extra rounds of revisions or going back to square one if nothing clicks. Often it takes seeing a slew of discardable options before you land on the one. So just trust in the process. The last tip is keeping in mind that simplicity stands the test of time. The icons noted early from Nike and Apple. Notice any common trait? Clean, straightforward design. Timeless logos are easily scalable and recognizable at a glance without complicating textures or gradients, muddying the waters. If you resonate with aspects of my logo story and want to carry them into your process, that's amazing. Ultimately, you can't force creativity on command, but you can give space for stunted logo dreams to transform into something that feels uniquely yours. Drop any remaining questions below. I'll do my best to answer directly to further this convo. I'm eager to hear your biggest branding challenges and offer support however I can. And if you got value from this video, hit subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss an upload. My entire business and creative journey is cataloged here to help walk you through yours. We're better together. So thanks so much for watching. Now go take these logo concepts from good to great, rooting your success and masterful branding every step of the way.